Oh, welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, Bristol, Tennessee. We have the 1023 Graphics Dirt Street Stock Series. Starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. As we jump right into this, no qualifying for this series. They just go by a random draw. So your pole sitter is Lucas Weissman in the 97 CTC Race Network Camaro. Quinn Newton, Hello Drag Esports Pepsi Chevrolet starts in second. Ian Montro's 1023 Graphics Elite Footwear Screen Printing Machine. He'll start in the third spot. Jeremy Clapper Newell Martin Sports Car starts in fourth. Corey Deal in the Deal Brothers Speed Shop Chevrolet starts in fifth. Damon Nagel has got the Trevor Project Camaro starting in sixth. Nathan Lafayette, the Penguin Brand Coffee Camaro starts in seventh. Brad Wilson, the Shenandoah Shine Camaro in eighth. Jeremy Scherer, Dr. Pepper Camaro in the ninth spot. Mike Edwards, Footwear Screen Printing Dockside Rides Camaro in 10th. Scott Elston, 1023 Graphics Chevy starts 11th. Jay Richter in the Labor 12 Footwear Screen Chevy in 12th. Blake Giglio, the M9 Performance Chevrolet starts 13th. Cody Cleaver, Till Valhalla Project Chevy starts 14th. And Ryan File, Shenandoah Shine Chevy starts in 15th. 15 cars set to do battle here. See, lights are already out on the pace truck. We're getting set to get underway from Bristol, Tennessee. Appreciate Labor 12 kicking in for that awesome, badass starting lineup. You can find their music anywhere you get normal music. Spotify, iTunes, a little bit of everywhere, even on the YouTubes. Green flag is out. We are underway from Bristol and feature number 1 here. So they almost go 4 wide right off the bat. Hoytson will break out to the lead. Quinn Newton up on the high side, Montrose down low as they come off of the turn 2. Corey Deal right there tucked in fourth. Hoytson trying to get away a little bit. Corey Deal's going to make it 3 wide here. Gets to the inside of Ian Montrose as Montrose is inside the 88 of Quinn Newton. Montrose almost making contact there. Did a great job to stay off of him. It's a battle for second. Rages on. Lucas Weissman scooting away in the 97. Quinn Newton trying to use that top side. Corey Deal has company in the form of Brad Wilson in that 51. Shenandoah Shine in the green car there. Right on the back of the 1 and 6 machines as Quinn Newton has gotten away. Hoyt's almost a full second lead now. A little bit of leaning on one another. The 86 and 21 bounce off. It's Damon Nagel and Jeremy Clapper Newell. Blake Giglio, the 16 car, trying to make his way in. Lucas out front. Quinn Newton second. And Montrose, Corey Deal, Nathan Lafayette in fifth. He's got the Shenandoah Shine teammates behind him. Now we're peaking at 4 wide, but File thinks better of it. Lafayette has Nagel right on his back bumper. Blake Giglio to his inside. They make a little bit of door contact heading into the corner. So far, so good. Still side by side as the front handful of cars are singled out, although Corey Deal and Montrose are still in close contention here.
Sorry.
Montrose say sorry, then bounce off the fence, the 1 car.
You're good.
What crazy? Corey Deal now to
Kinda
third.
scared me.
Montrose fourth. Giglio's taken over fifth as Lafayette's now falling back, and now Giglio looks inside Ian Montrose. Blake now fourth as he gets by Ian. You have Damon Nagel in sixth. Lafayette battling with Ryan File now. That is for 7th position. Wilson back in 9th spot. A little surprised. Damon Nagel bounces off the wall in 6th. Lafayette and File still side by side. Corey Deal's closed in on Quinn Newton for 2nd. He's trying, Will. Corey Deal working on Quinn Newton here. So we have knocked 10 of the 30 laps out here. Corey Deal down on that inside. Quinn Newton going to ride that momentum on the top side. Here comes Blake Giglio into the picture. Corey the purple and yellow 6 machine. Blake Giglio the black and pink, and Quinn Newton the black with the Pepsi on board. Nice 3-car battle for second. Closing in on halfway of feature number 1.
Apron bad.
Corey a bit out of shape after getting on the apron. Hard to see where the apron is when you're up in the aerial view, but in the car it's quite a difference in the banking, and it upsets the car quite a lot. Corey trying to do the slide, catches Quinn's front bumper there a bit. That's going to help Giglio try to get by Quinn. Corey up to that second spot, and he has nearly 2 seconds to make up on Lucas. Now Quinn's going to send it in on the inside of Corey Deal. Enjoy your lurk, Mr. Beta. Appreciate you. Corey finally gets sole possession of second. Quinn no longer on the inside. Check in on race leader Lucas Huisma. Corey Deal is closing in on him a bit. 15 laps to go. See if he can run him down all the way. Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio teammates make contact. 16 and 18 making door-to-door contact. Giglio getting the elbows out a little bit. Pushes Quinn up the track. Quinn back in, comes around.
Yes, sir.
Heard a sorry Nathan or a thank you Nathan, one of the two. Lafayette loses 2 spots, drops back to 9th. The Shenandoah Shine cars are now 6th and 7th. Now they're working on Ian Montrose. Ryan File ahead of Brad Wilson. Alan Montrose side by side. Montrose gets a little bit of contact there from File. Montrose won't be too thrilled about that. We'll see if he returns the favor. He's going to dive it down on the inside. We'll see if he has much concern for where he washes up. He does not. Gets into the back of Ryan File.
Sorry.
File with the not clear buddy, even though he hit Montrose
If I wanted
first.
to turn you, I would have carried on accelerating.
I know, that's fine. I saw the slider coming, I blocked it. I put myself in that position.
Now Montrose battles the 51 of Brad Wilson. Wilson using that top line. Looks like the top's picking up speed here. Wilson going to get around Montrose on the high side. Nagel following that line. He may try to get to the outside of Montrose as well. Corey Deal's got that lead down to a second. Starting to slowly close in on Huisma, but laps are winding down. Here's Lucas out in front. Lucas and Corey Deal running about the same line. Blake Giglio in the 16. He's gotten away from Quinn Newton, trying to run down Corey. Lucas, with the luck of the draw, got the start out front. He's one of the best. Robbins definitely racing. Shenandoah Shine teammates 5th and 6th. There is Montrose 7th. Clapper Newell in a fight with Damon Nagel, Nathan Lafayette, Cody Cleaver, Jay Richter. There's Scott Elston. Go back to this battle for 8th.
No.
Oh, they're going to make contact. Damon Nagel slides back in into the 21 of Clapper Newell. I think Corey Deal was telling Blake Giglio no. Now only 6 laps to go. Now 5 from Bristol. Ticking away quickly. We have been green this whole race. little bit bigger track. Bristol, a half-mile dirt track. Lucas comfortably out front, 8/10 the gap with only 4 laps left. So we watch this battle for second. Blake Giglio trying to use that high line. Corey Deal staying committed to the bottom. Blake's got such a big run there coming off the top side. Gets into the back of Corey Deal. Blake realizes he did that.
Block it? Or did I slow you up?
I can never judge the nose on something.
It's nice sportsmanship of Giglio not to take it advantage when he got the 6 all out of shape.
Fine, give it back.
And Newton closing in from 4th as the white flag is in the air. Lucas Weitzman on cruise control right now. We'll see how he does in Feature 2 because he'll have to start in the back should he win this race. Feature 1. Lucas brings it off turn number 4. He'll see the checker flag. Lucas gets the victory in Heat 1. Feature 1, I should say. Corey Deal gets second. Blake with a big slide after contact with Quinn Newton. He'll still finish 3rd. Quinn Newton 4th. Ryan File gets 5th. Brad Wilson 6th. Ian Montrose 7th. Damon Nagel 8th. Clapper Newell in 9th. Cody Cleaver 10th. Nathan Lafayette 11th. Jay Richter 12th. Scott Elston 13th. Jeremy Scherer 14th. Mike Edwards 15th. Just to get it in before they jumped into feature number 2. So what they do is they invert the field. Mike Edwards finished last in the last race, so he will be first in the next one. As it's showing us an instant replay for some odd reason. Who knows? We'll jump back down on pit lane as the cars grid up, run through the starting lineup for feature number 2. They get full race points for both features. So they invert the field from feature 1 and run it again for feature 2. Mike Edwards is on your pole for the second race here. Jeremy Scherer starts alongside in the Dr. Pepper car. Scott Elston will start 3rd. Jay Richter in 4th. Nathan Lafayette will roll off 5th. Cody Cleaver will start 6th. Jeremy Clapper Newell 7th. Damon Nagel 8th. Ian Montrose will start 9th. Brad Wilson 10th. Ryan File 11th. Quinn Newton 12th. Blake Giglio 13th. Corey Deal 14th. And Lucas Weissman 15th. So we got most of the speed at the back of the pack. After inverting the field from feature 1. Now we'll have some real fun. Watching those faster cars trying to work through the field. Quick chat with feature 1 winners. The lights are already out on the base track.
Hello?
Lucas, can you talk in chat? Can you race in chat? That's what I'm trying to say.
What? Yes.
We're getting ready to go green, so I figured I'd ask that first.
Okay.
You won heat number 1, or feature number 1, I should say, the first race. Now you get to start at the back. How do we feel about trying to move forward and trying to get the first double, first person to win both races?
Not looking good. I'm notoriously bad at going through the field in dirt, so it was really just lucky I got started on the pole that feature, and I think Blake's going to be the one who's really going to get shot. Corey did a good job getting through the field too, so I think those two are really going to be ones to look at.
10-4, green flag's out in the air. Good luck to you, bud.
Thanks, Matt.
Lucas Oisa winning in feature number 1 as we're underway for feature 2 here from Bristol. Got a quick word in there with Lucas. Appreciate him chatting with us as they're bouncing off the walls back there mid-pack.
Sorry, clan.
Got kind of crazy. Everyone keeps it going. Oh, contact between Elston and the 51. And then Clapper Newell gets into the 81. So,
I put my nose pretty wide.
a lot of contact happening. Edwards still leads over Scherer, Richter, Cleaver. Damon Nagel outside Nathan Lafayette, then Brad. Oh my gosh, Clapper Newell and 81 are having a battle.
How high do I have to be?
Clapper Newell and the 81 have hit each other at least 3 times there. Now File gets to the inside of Elston. File takes over 8th as he's coming from the back. Brad Wilson, teammate, up to 6th. See, Lafayette 7th, File 8th. Giglio's gotten between those two. Richter and Scherer were doing battle there. Richter's trying to work the bottom side. Actually cost him a spot to Cleaver. Now 51, Wilson gets right on his back bumper. Gives him a little shot into the corner. A wild looking Labor 12 car. Now with 3 wide as Wilson makes the bottom work. Kevin Nagel getting right up to his outside, trying to get that nose out there. Thanks, Corey. Sorry about that. That's actually a short little window there. Corey working inside Jeremy Clapper duel, and let me know the Labor 12 music was still going. That's a real one right there. Damon Nagel, Jay Richter trading that 5th position. As Wilson works on Cleaver for the 3rd spot and Scherer for 2nd. Mike Edwards has gotten out front by a 2nd and a couple tenths. We're going to be 3 wide coming off the corner. Cody Cleaver bounces it off Scherer. He's got tight coming off the corner, but caution is out. First one of the night so far. Quinn Newton has some right front damage. Let's see what happens here. Whole front end's missing.
Out, Jeremy.
Just hand out the window pitting in the chat not enough, or?
No, I was talking about when he was going half the speed down the pit stretch when we were green.
Oh. So that was Corey Deal in the 6th. Ian Montrose gets into Clapper Newell.
We should all be on the front stretch, I believe.
Oh, Corey catches the right front, or the left front of the 21. They get hooked together, slide up into the outside wall, comes back down into Quinn Newton. Quinn gets Scott Elston. Ian Montrose comes in there with the head of steam. I guess he didn't realize everyone was wrecking. Gets into the back of Clapper Newell, then gets angry at Clapper Newell for him not checking up for the wreck. Interesting strategy.
I misjudged the nose of your car. That's my fault, brother.
So Edwards' 1 second lead disappears. This caution has to be to the benefit of guys like Wilson and File, Giglio, and Hoytsma trying to make their way up through the field. Shenandoah a Shine car seeming to do a better job of it. They're already up to 4th and 7th respectively. Those cars notoriously fast. Leader is Edwards, then Scherer, Cleaver, 51 of Brad Wilson, 82 of Jay Richter. That's your current top 5. Caution laps do not count, so that's why you see the scoreboard getting all jumbled. As soon as they cross the line, everything gets weird. Still got lights on the pace truck. Let's see if Mike's hanging out in chat. Michael DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, was it a strategy move to finish dead last in race 1 to get the pole for race 2, or is that just kind of how it worked out?
No, I got into Jeremy a little bit and it put me in the wall and broke my steering. So I kind of had no choice.
Perfect. Well, see if you can take advantage of the track position here. Lights out on that pace truck. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
So some steering damage on the 14, why he finished last in feature 1, but puts him on the pole for feature 2. Now he has to try and hold off some very fast cars. Here heads the pace truck down pit lane. Getting set to get back underway, and here we go. Mike Edwards leads the field off to turn number 1. He gets clear. Cody Cleaver inside 15 of Scherer. That is for 2nd. There's contact between teammates. Cody Cleaver turns Mike Edwards in front of the field. Those two are teammates at Delta Prime.
Sorry, Jay.
Corey Deal goes upside down. Let's see if someone turns him over. Come on, boys. Work together. Get that 6 car over before he goes lap down. There we go. Good job.
Thanks.
Funny stuff.
Yeah, no problem. I'm the one that hit you. Made you flip over, so I wanted to flip you back over.
So Edwards getting turned at the front of the field by a teammate. That's awkward. One more time. Right on the start here.
It says to let the 88 by. Are we let down?
I know, it's telling me the same.
I have stay behind the one.
Right there. The 2 gets into the back of the 14,
So
turns
just
him around. 81-16, both get a
I
hard
guess
piece of
that's
it.
You need to stop?
Corey Deal, Clapper Newell get in there
How do we
late.
go a lap down though? But okay.
I don't think they should be a lap down. We were
I
watching.
racing.
They stayed on a lead lap. Hopefully the admins can take it. I mean, I
think
guess
we
the
should
pace
go a
truck
lap
did
down,
go
but I
by.
think we got screwed.
Pace truck did go
I
by. The
apologize
88
for
did
hitting
not
you,
though.
No, you're good. I hit Mike, but I just don't think we should be a lap down.
And I was just not going to lead you upside down because I'm the one that hit you, so.
The caution came out and then you went a lap down.
It
So
should put you back on the lead lap. I think.
right, because there is no caution counting, so you can't go a lap down.
Hey, Corey, I think we're fine. We're just going to the back because the caution laps don't count, so.
Correct. There we go. They got it worked out.
Alright, yeah, I was like really confused because we were ahead of the truck for sure.
Cody, DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I shouldn't be ahead of anybody. This
Yes,
race
sir.
is totally opposite the last one.
Well, that was awkward getting into your teammate there.
Yeah, break
What
up
happened
the
there?
To be completely honest, I was just really focused in on staying down low, and I know I was coming up, but Mikey I think was also coming down at the same time, and I just didn't recognize it until he had already come across my nose. So yeah, I've already apologized to him. I did not mean that in the slightest.
You don't have a front
Well, at
end.
least you got some TV time.
I heard I
I'm not sure if that's a good thing right now.
Well, you got some really fast cars coming behind you. What's your plan to try and hold them off?
Drive fast and bumper.
Go green.
Perfect. All right, bud. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Cody Cleaver in the 2. Restart second here. Jeremy Scherer out in front.
My bad. I was sleeping.
You're good.
Scherer gets a decent
Sorry
jump.
for pushing you there.
Cleaver going to send the slider. They make contact. And that's going to allow Brad Wilson to get to the lead, as he cleanly gets by both of them on the inside. And Wilson, in a place we find him quite a lot on the dirt, out in front. Cleaver tried to do a crossover, but could not get it back inside.
No, my wheel damage is killing me.
Richter 4th. Damon Nagel 5th. Ryan File is 6th. Lucas Hoisman up to 7th through all of this. Nathan Lafayette 8th. Giglio 9th. Montrose 10th. No front end. Mike Edwards 11th after that spin. Quinn Newton 12th. Corey Deal is 13th. Clapper Newell 14th. Scott Elston out the back of the field. 10 laps down. 30 to go. Wilson out in front, where he's happy to be. AJ Richter working on Jeremy Scherer for 3rd. Richter got a bit out of shape there. Back end came around a little too much. That's going to get him vulnerable to the 86 on the high line. Damon Nagel able to get it right on the cushion and wrap it around. Now 81 and File, even better job sitting right on that cushion. He's going to get Richter on the high line as well, it looks like. Richter slides down to 6th. Half second between Wilson and Cleaver. Scherer just bounced off the fence in 3rd. Nagel looking to the inside as Scherer's running that top line. Almost contact between File and Nagel. Did a good job not making contact. Scherer uses those 2 battling to try and get away a bit. So Richter trying to hold off Lucas Hoisman in the background. Well, that was awkward. Hopefully everyone's back. Sounds like a little bit of a net surge, but we're good. So we see the 81 slide up in front of the 15. File now up to third. He'll try to run down Cody Cleaver. Cleaver starting to lose touch with Brad Wilson. It's now almost a full second up to the leader. Closing in on halfway of feature 2. Jimmy Scher there in the 4th spot. Damon Nagel 5th. He's got Jay Richter charging to his inside. Richter trying to hold off Hoytsma. We're going to go 3 wide here. Oh, a little bit. Hoytsma gets a little contact there.
Okay.
Giglio and Hoytsma battle now. Giglio gets around the outside of his teammate. Looks like Scher may got a piece of the wall again, or File, one of the two. They're both right up against the fence. Cleaver now running that cushion at the top. File trying to get to his inside as we get to lap 20. Into this lap will be halfway. Like a couple cars tagging the fence. Hoytsma and Giglio make a little contact. Nagel touches the wall. We're getting full contact here in feature 2. Comes Nagel back to the inside of Giglio. Good racing going on here for 5th. Nagel gives Giglio the top, which is where he wants to be. He's going to rifle it off of that turn 4 exit. Ryan File has run down Cody Cleaver. Battle for second heating up. Leader is now almost 2 seconds out in front. Brad Wilson hoping this thing stays green. Watch File try to work Cleaver for second. We'll make a little bit of contact. Jeremy Scher, big slide off the corner. Mike Edwards, Corey Deal. Wrap it around the outside of Clapper Newell. Clapper's car damaged, now a lap down in the 21. Corey Deal up into the top 10. Hoytsma working on Nagel. Nagel's trying to keep it up on the top line. Got to go where they aren't, so Hoytsma's working the bottom. Giglio trying to get by Scher. It's also working the bottom. Scher's running that top lane. Looks like little by little Blake's able to make some gains there. Scher's going to cut back on the crossover here, but he gets a bit out of shape and Giglio will hang on to the spot, so nice move there from Blake to hang on to 4th. Cleaver bouncing off the fence and losing time there in 3rd. Blake ought to be able to put the pressure on. Then we have Scher, Nagel, and Hoytsma, 5th, 6th, and 7th, running together. They go by Blake Giglio, who makes a mistake. Blake losing 2 spots, and Hoytsma gets to his outside. Uncharacteristic mistake from Giglio. And they're going to make contact with Damon Nagel. Nagel's going to go around and into the inside wall. That might trigger our 3rd caution. Damon Nagel gets turned by Blake Giglio. Nothing on the radio.
I don't know, that was my bad. I'm sorry to being ahead. I was just trying to interrupt you. Take a breather.
You watch this as Giglio gets out of shape. Damon trying to get inside of the 15, and Blake Giglio slides up into him. Around goes the 86. Looks like a 50-50 deal. One's coming down to try and make a pass. The other one's coming up thinking there's no car there. They meet in the middle trying to be in the same piece of real estate. It doesn't go well when you put 2 cars in one spot. Nagel pays the price at the end of that one.
Come on, someone start fighting.
Apparently it's too boring for some people. No beef so far tonight. We had teammates up front, and last week these 2 teammates made contact at the end of feature 2, ended up giving away the race as Damon Nagel was able to go by and claim victory when these 2 Shenandoah Shine teammates crashed leading.
There will be no contact.
It might be. Nobody wants to make contact, but it still happens. Look at there, contact. A little more contact.
Flag flag him.
Let's see if any of the Shenandoah Shine Boys are hanging out in Discord. Yes, they are. Let's have a chat with... Let's grab Brad first. Brad, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we were in this territory last week when things went horribly wrong. Is there a team orders to not do that again this week?
It's recommended we don't do it again, but I guess whatever happens out there is just going to happen.
10-4. Definitely not part of the plan, but racing happens. That was a little bit more on you, though, right? Getting the car over-rotated, and then your teammate just had nowhere to go.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I spun out, and he really had nowhere to go, but we'll see if we can get him this one if we can get out far enough.
There you go. All right, so we're going to go bring him up here, too. Why not, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ryan, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
10-4, I got you.
Well, we got Brad in here as well, and we were just discussing what happened last week and saying we don't want to see a repeat of that, do we?
Not at all. Honestly, I mean, I didn't even care who won there, but that was about the worst outcome of that situation.
10-4. Were you going to stay out of his tire tracks this time, so in case he makes a mistake, you don't plow into him?
Gonna run a little higher, yeah. I think that's the fast line right now. Seems to be.
10-4. We're getting ready to go back racing. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Ryan, don't be slow.
Dang. Ryan, don't be slow. Teammates having a little fun at the front of the field in Feature 2 here in the 1023graphics.com Dirt Street Stock Series. What a bunch of fun this series has been. Really puts a smile on my face calling these races. Hopefully you guys feel that as well. Dirt Streeters put on a show for us. Brad Wilson, Ryan File, get us restarted. 13 to go at the line. Wilson clears File. Side by side for third. Cleaver and Cher. Cleaver now gets free. What I'm interested to see is if the 81 can keep pace with the 51. We got some contact in the back, and a fourth caution keeps us from finding out that answer. Elston has gone around. Let's see what happens to Scott towards the back of the pack.
Look like a handful.
Scott gets in on a slick. Car just never dug in, came on around on him. Elston brings out the caution. We get one lap ticked off the board and back under yellow. I've already talked to Cleaver. Let's go hang out with Cher. Hello?
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. I'm sitting there in that 4 spot in that Dr. Pepper car. How do we feel about the race so far?
I've been trying to hold it down. I've been trying to get this whole dirt thing down. Every car's been different, and I've been feeling this one a little better than the street stock or the well, I don't forgot what we were on last season.
Oh, the sprint car.
Yes, thank you. I suck at those.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad in those, but as bad as I would in a sprint car, I'm still miles better than I am in the late models. Those are so hard.
Yeah, hopefully we get to those soon, because I would have fun with those.
10-4. Well, if you want to make a series, let me know.
Maybe, if I find time.
10-4. All right, bud. Well, good luck from that 4 spot, and see if you can't jump up onto the podium, get another interview here.
Thanks a lot, man. I'm going to give it all.
Good luck. Jeremy Scherer in the 4 spot at Dr. Pepper car.
Are you guys 1 to green or 2 to green still?
Neither.
Pacing. I hope that's not a fact. Oh, still not 1 to green. Lights still on the pace truck. Just drop through the field a bit. Cleaver in third, Sheriff fourth, Giglio fifth, Lucas Weissman sixth, Corey Deal seventh, Nathan Lafayette eighth, Ian Montrose ninth, Damon Nagel 10th, Jay Richter 11th, Mike Edwards 12th, Scott Elston 13th. Then I believe Quinn Newton's 14th, and then Clapper Newell is 15th. Guessing through the scoreboard as it does weird stuff when the caution laps don't count. Quinn Newton gets passed several times by the field, but doesn't go any further down on laps. Now we got to be 1 to green, right? There it goes. Oh my, Northern, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Totally forgot that was a thing. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday as we're getting to the end of feature number 2 here, 13 to go. Shenandoah Shine teammates 1 and 2, Wilson and File. Cody Cleaver in third. Field works down the backstretch. Be 12 to go when we get to the stripe. I know it's hard to see the stripe on dirt, but it's there. Green back out in the air, and here we go. Brad Wilson, Ryan File get a nice jump over the 2 of Cleaver. Blake Giglio going to send it to the inside of Jeremy Scherer. So CTC low drag cars try to work their way to the front. Giglio does get in front of Jeremy Scherer. So Giglio up to the 4th spot. He's got to go run down Cleaver now. Out front, Brad Wilson has a nice sized gap over Ryan File, about almost 4/10. File's going to run the top, try to get some speed. Got it down to 3/10. File sends it in there. Gonna cost him on corner exit, but it looked cool. Gets it down under 2/10. File, 10 laps to go, putting the pressure on teammate Brad Wilson. Giglio works on the inside of Cody Cleaver for third.
I can't get my black stick for getting knocked down pit road, can I?
What was it for?
Got hit down pit road.
I got the door slammed down pit road, so thank you.
Cody Cleaver right in the wall. Ian Montrose to the inside. Where did Montrose come from? He's gotten past Giglio and working on Cleaver, and the caution comes out. Lafayette 00's gone around. What happens to Nathan? Just gets in a little hot in the corner. Back end comes around on him. Never could catch up on that steering, and he goes around in the 00. So C2X machine.
Where's this 85 at?
Getting passed by the pace truck. Pace truck drives through. That was weird.
And your new leader.
Except he's not on lead lap. He's now 1 lap down. Scott Elston. So we're looking at 8 to go when we get that green flag. 8 laps remaining. Quinn Newton still trying to get that car fixed up. See Lucas Hoytsma. 97 car heading out. Corey Deal there on pit road, the 6 car. Not losing laps because the caution laps don't count. So they can try to get as much damage repair as they can handle. Wilson will be the leader. Ryan File in second. Cody Cleaver third. Montrose now fourth. Giglio back to fifth. Then Damon Nagel. Jay Richter.
We got a caution lap tally?
Nope.
0.
Exactly. Jeremy Scherer in 10th. Mike Edwards 11th. Lucas Hoytsman 12th. Lafayette on pit lane. There's Quinn Newton. But yes, he is technically correct. 0 is the caution tally. like the early cautions were short. The late ones are much longer for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but that's definitely how it feels.
People are let down, I think.
That makes sense. Tanner, who you picking to win?
I'm gonna go with that Giglio machine.
All right, Blake, you go. Good luck, sir. Brought Tanner in to see who he thinks is going to win. Of course, he's going to pick one of his teammates. He picked Blake Giglio back there in, I believe, 5th right now. Scoreboard is all jumbled, but yeah, there we go. Now it's right. Giglio in 5th. Yeah, 2 Shenandoah Shine cars, 1 and 2. 2 Delta Prime cars, 3 and 4. Cody Cleaver and Ian Montrose. And Blake Giglio in 5th.
Scott?
Right here.
Here we go, back racing. Pace truck heads off. Brad Wilson gets us restarted in the 51, gets a nice jump. Ryan File almost 4/10 back already. Cody Cleaver running the top. Montrose to his inside. The one car is trying to take 3rd away from his teammate, able to do so.
You didn't get a black flag right for it.
No, you're good.
Montrose putting
Okay.
heat on the 81. Ian Montrose trying to take away 2nd. Where did he come from? That's what I do, Tanner. Keep people on their toes. Montrose gets by the 81. Ryan File takes away 2nd. Now he sets off after the 51. Brad Wilson. Montrose did come down and take tires, and I know they worked on a new tire model. I did not expect it to look like this, though. Montrose putting pressure on the 51. Gets to the inside. Montrose going for the lead. Ian Montrose, shot out of a cannon, takes the race lead away from the 51 of Brad Wilson. A caution comes out. We'll see if iRacing says it's the 51 or the 1 out front. Jay Richter gone around, as has Mike Edwards. See what happened to Jay. Over rotates, Edwards gets into him, and that pops him around. Lucas Hoisman nowhere to go, piles in there. Corey Deal sneaks through there. Finally, Corey Deal catches a break. Let's see if we can ride along on board that 6 car as he snuck through. See the wreck happening up ahead of him. He's aiming to the bottom. Splits Mike Edwards and Jay Richter. Corey Deal sneaking through there. I am just shocked at the speed the 1 car had. It's almost 40 laps on guys like Wilson and other leaders up there, but Ian Montrose only has about 7 laps on his tires. Did not think it would be that big of a deal, but man, he proved me wrong there. Giglio's back down on pit road. Looks like Hoisman's been down as well. So Wilson and File and Cleaver all have 37 laps on their tires. David Nagel, I don't know if he took tires when he came down. He took a fast repair. Guys like Corey Deal, Lafayette, Quinn Newton, they took a lot of damage repair, so I don't know who else may have taken tires, but Montrose showing that taking tires is a viable strategy. Wilson's going to be able to get away on the restart as he is the control car. After that, we'll see if Montrose can run him back down. So we saw him take the lead, but iRacing decided that 51 of Brad Wilson was out front at the time that they had the last scoring loop. So Ian will have to do it again. Lights are still on the pace truck. Let's see if we can get a quick word with the Bulldog. Ian, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I had no idea putting on tires would have that much effect, but man, your car looks like it was shot out of a cannon in the last few laps. How does it feel out there, Superman?
Yeah, I mean, what else? You know, we had nothing to lose back there, and so we put it on. And immediately, as soon as you exited the pitch, you're like, "Oh, okay, this could make a difference." And I didn't think I'd cut through the pack as quickly as we did, but not complaining and find ourselves in a really good position. Just want to get this sealed.
10-4. Well, good luck to you. We have 4 laps to close it out when we actually get to the stripe, and we'll see what you can do with that old #1 machine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, GG.
Ian Montrose in the 1. Sitting there in second position. The field's already itching to go as they're all already at the top, even though the caution lights are still on the pace truck.
Yeah, my radiator's probably boiling with all the dirt on the front.
Now the lights are out on that pace truck. Field rolls one to the backstretch. Listen to the sound of those engines. It sounds so good. Alright, can those fresh tires for Montrose pull out the win here? Field works out of 3 and 4. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Wilson gets a decent jump, 3/10 over Montrose. Montrose has 4 laps to try and run him back down. He is already there. 1 lap, right back on the back bumper of the 51 car. He's going to charge it in there, almost gets into him, straightens it out. They still make a little bit of contact, but way better than it could have been. Damon Nagel is there. Nagel apparently might have fresh tires as well. The Shine guys seem to be caught off guard with this fresh tire strategy. He is way down low in that 51, trying to hold off Montrose. Nagel's going to go to the top. Try to work around the outside of 51. Now they're both going to split the leader, and now the 1 and 86 have to battle one another. So Montrose clears the 51. Corey Deal's coming in there with a head of steam in the 6 car. Ryan Files dropping down the order. I think he has burned up his tires. He's all the way down to 12th. White flag in the air. Damon Nagel, Ian Montrose battle for it. Corey Deal in the mix as well. 3 cars going for the win on the final lap. Montrose digging down low. Nagel up high on the backstretch. Nagel has the advantage. Corey Deal's going to send it in there. Montrose trying to get some traction. Gets contact. Corey Deal's going to get to the inside. Corey Deal in the 6 takes the victory as the 86 and 1 crash. Brad Wilson gets second. Damon Nagel still finishes third. Montrose will bring it home 4th. Blake Giglio in the top 5. Corey Deal in the 6. Finally has some good luck. Corey Deal in the 6 car, pulling off the win. That was entertaining. Second race in a row where in feature 2 the leaders come together.
Good win, Corey.
And Corey Deal gets the win. That was very entertaining.
That was wild. All 3 of us was wild.
Corey, get in the waiting room. Get Corey, Brad, and Damon to the waiting room, please, and thank you.
I'm glad I flipped you over. This.
That's a good point. It could have gone a lot different if he didn't get flipped back over. There you are. Hello. Well, that was definitely something there. What do you think was going through your head as the leaders collided and the seas parted and you were leading?
Hold it down, full throttle. Let's see what happens. My car was broke after destroying and flipping in a, yeah, it said you have wheel damage, and I'm just like, oh, well, this isn't going to work. Then I seen the new tires worked out, and I'm like, interesting. So I just said, screw it. Went and got new tires and ran through the field, and I was like, okay, I'm going to probably finish 3rd behind Damon and Ian, and then they decided to do what Shenandoah Shine did last week, and I'm like, Mama did it!
Yeah, they make contact right in front of you, and man, the seas just parted. You got a little bit of contact, I think, there, but not a whole lot. And next thing you know, you're all by yourself out front there.
Yeah, I was trying to do a 3-wide finish, but Ian just slid up, and I'm like, I'm just going to hook it left, keep it full throttle. I know it's got tires. Let's just burn it down.
Yep, we just saw the slow-mo replay. It was just a tiny bit of contact with the 86 as you were clearing it, and get the victory. That has to feel good. I know you've had some rough luck lately, so tonight, you earlier on snuck through a tight squeeze on the accident where Mike Edwards came across your nose, and the 82 was sideways right in front of you, and you just barely split the gap between the two. That had to feel good to actually avoid a wreck for once. I know you've been the worst end of almost everything tonight.
Yeah. The thing with Jeremy was 100% my fault. I just like Blake. I forget how these front ends have a point, and then we just got hooked, and it just, obviously turned me to the wall. But that was 100% my fault. Like I said, I haven't had really good luck, and I've done partially has been my fault, partially is not. Like Heat 2 of last week, we won't talk about it, Blake. but besides that, I mean, this is a blast. I've been having fun with it. I knew we're not getting the biggest car counts. That was probably what some people want, but heck, I mean, 15 people, you can have a blast. I mean, you've seen, just like last week, the guy that's running fifth, sixth, whatever, wins the race. Guy running third wins this week. You get new tires, you can blaze through the field in like 2 laps. Like anything can happen. I mean, it's crazy, and I'm having fun.
Well, that's what we're here for, to have some fun. Glad you're having that. Let's go ahead and run through those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs.
Shout out to Tito for the sponsor of the series and the sponsor of the car, and for painting this beautiful purple people eater car. How to bring it back. Always love the purple. Shout out to you for doing the beautiful broadcast, man. I had it running in the background, and that's why I was like, "Hey, music's still on. I can't focus." But yeah, I mean, shout out to you. I love the broadcast. Love just hearing just you talk sometimes and during under caution. Just like, what do I do? Fuck it, let's pull somebody up. Shout out to 10 Tenths. That's the team. Hello.
Yep,
10 Tenths. Shout out to them. Jeremy's doing fantastic. He's getting a lot better, and I'm proud of him. He was running up front, and like I said, old tires just kind of killed him. I don't think he kind of knew the game plan of, hey, you need to pit. But, I mean, just shout out to everybody watching. I'm here for the people. Everybody knows that I'm always the people person, and I love people. So, I mean, just shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to my brother. It's his birthday tomorrow. I know it's a little early, but I'm going to go ahead and say happy birthday. And then, shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, let's shout out everybody.
Sweet, we get to mess with them tomorrow. Well, I have to ask you a question. You ready?
Uh-oh.
You're now eligible to go for that $25 prize tonight. Are you interested?
If I didn't have to get up at 2:50 in the morning, I'd definitely probably be interested.
But I mean, how often do you get to try and win the triple header?
You're not wrong.
Right?
But I didn't win Heat 1.
You don't have to win Heat 1. It's Heat 2. Heat 2 is all that matters.
Heat 2 all that matters?
Feature 2. We have to say feature. It's features.
Oh, feature 2. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Modified's at what time? Like 11? 11:30?
Well, you can come out and see if you have speed, see where you qualify, and see if it feels good, at least.
I mean, I could try, but there's no promises there.
Well, how do you feel about being locked in the playoffs as long as you're making enough starts in this dirt series now? I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. I have not looked at their scoring. It confused me when I tried. Do you understand
it? Sorta. I know. I don't think wins lock you in because there's 2 different winners technically each night. But
bring Scott up here. Figure it out.
I know something about like there's top 8, and then they're doing a brawl or whatever, and then it could be like 13 people could be making the playoffs. I don't know. It's weird. Scott, explain your stuff.
Explain how the playoffs are working. Like, we know it's a random draw on how many, but how are they going to work after that?
So the way it's going to work is we won't know how many make it until the start of Kokomo. Like right now, we have no idea how many are going to make the playoffs.
And is it purely on points, or does wins do anything for you?
No, it'll be just based on points.
There you go. Now we know. And it could be, 3? Or what's the minimum and what's the maximum?
I think the only thing we know is it's going to be anywhere between 8 and possibly 16.
Oh, wow. Be a huge field. Be like the whole series.
I think.
Everyone makes the playoffs.
It's going to, obviously we haven't really set a number gap yet. But it's going to be a minimum of 8.
Yeah,
that's all. That's what we know for sure.
This is one of those series that could probably benefit from maybe doing a 6. Make it actually special to make the playoffs,
And then the way it's going to work is, let me turn your stream off real quick.
Oh, is that you? I thought that was Corey.
No, that's me. The way it's going to work is, say Corey's in the top 8, he's eligible all the way till the end. Like whoever makes it in that group is eligible until the end. We're not doing the knockout
So
every
there's
2 weeks.
no eliminations. You're just going to do it by points for the next 5 races, and whoever does the best in that 5, kind of how the original chase was.
Correct.
There you go. That sounds fun. Now we know, Corey. As Corey has disappeared. There he is.
Yes.
Hi. Hello. Welcome
Sorry.
back.
I'm trying to clarify. I just want Michael Edwards, if he's listening, to know. Yes, my car was broke. And I seen your PM. My car was broke, but it still turned. I had 6 minutes of optional repair.
Yeah, your front end was busted.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on the win.
Broke.
Don't matter how pretty it is as long as it's parked in victory lane, am I right?
Yes, as long as the sponsor is happy, which he said he was, and he said, hell yeah. So I think the sponsor's happy. I did it. Thank you.
I mean, is it really the sponsor? You got 1023 on the back of the car, but then you got the Deal Brothers Speed Shop everywhere else. So it seems like the Deal Brothers Speed Shop's kind of the sponsor.
This could be true. As long as JR's happy, I'm good.
All right. Did we ask JR if he's happy? Do we know? Do we have confirmation?
I have no idea.
I like that.
JR is always happy.
That's probably fairly true, but I've seen him not happy. If he says the word homie, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Listen here, sweetheart.
And if you hear sweetheart, you're in trouble with Corey.
That's Corey.
And if they say it backwards, you're really fucked. All right. Well, Corey, let's get you on out of here so you can, I guess, finish packing. Sad you won't be around for all 3 races tonight, but I understand you got crap to do in the morning. So appreciate you being here, winning tonight. Good luck to you coming up in the next weeks, and maybe we'll get you out here for some other stuff, not just the dirt track.
I will definitely try.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Get him on out of there. Scott, that was a lot of fun to watch. Hope you enjoyed being in that one. I know you finished back in 14th, but other than the finish, how was it out there? Did you have fun?
Pretty good until one of the late caution. It was the caution I brought out. We had figured out at that point that tires made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I had trouble getting going. Got stuck behind the pace car. It was one of those things where it told me to pass it, and the next thing you know, I'm letting the field by, and I wasn't paying attention and got a 22-second hold, and that
Whoops.
was the race for me.
Whoops. That'll do it.
Yeah. But
Well,
overall, it would have been a good race, I think, had I been paying attention.
yeah, well, we'll see how the team thing goes because you saw Cleaver and Mikey get into it.
Yeah.
So whoops.
I had to go back and look that. I think that was just hard racing, but I had to go back
Oh, yeah.
and look.
It was definitely an accident. It was funny.
Usually is between like all of us. Like,
yeah.
We don't do anything.
No, yeah. Cody said he was focused on running the bottom. Next thing you know, Edwards is coming across him. So
yeah,
he had no idea.
Sounds about right.
All right. Well, appreciate you putting on the series. Looks like we had a lot of fun out here tonight. And where do we go next week? Do you know?
Knoxville.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Can't
well, good
wait.
Luck. Yeah, good luck with all of that, and we'll see if you're out there in the Xfinity race a little bit later on.
I'll be there.
All right, bud. Take care.
All right.
This is Scott Elson in the 85. Let's look at our final results here tonight as we show you the desktop for some odd reason, but it has a cool race car there. There we go. Corey Deal, Brad Wilson, Damon Nagel, Ian Montrose, Blake Giglio, Lucas Weissman, Jay Richter, Quinn Newton, Nathan Lafayette, Jeremy Sherry, your top 10. And the final 5, Cody Cleaver, Ryan File, Mike Edwards, Scott Elston, Jeremy Clapper, Newell. That is our 15 finishers from Bristol Dirt. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let's run through our sponsor slides real quick, then we can move on about our day. 911 Fleet Services helps us do our Cup Series on Wednesday. Cave City Roleplay, the awesome place to play, is on Thursdays with the Truck Series. And we have Fort Worth Screen Printing doing our very next race, the Xfinity Series, coming up next. And then we have FSM Customs on Friday doing our IMSA Series. Golden Eagle Pride of Alabama, goldeneaglesyrup.com, does our Friday Super Speedway Series. Light of My Life Candle, they'll be giving away a candle here during the next race. M9 Performance, they do our late night race tonight with the Modified Series. Then Sneed Tombstone Game Farm does our Dirt Street Stock Series. Appreciate all of them. Spit and Venom Podcast does our Monday Night ARCA Series. And then you just watched the 1023graphics.com Dirt Street Stock Tour. All of these are part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. If you'd like to be able to be part of that, we're going to put a leagues link in chat. Jump on that Discord, and that'll get you over where you can sign up to run any of our 9 different series. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Appreciate everyone that helps us put on the show here, all of our sponsors, all of our admins, and all of our staff. It's an awesome community to be a part of. Appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next race.